Hello, dragons! And we're back with another Project Zomboid mod showcase. And this one's featuring the Emergency Pack by CYT and Shark. This thing's freaking huge. There's a lot in it already. It's not complete yet, just to let you know. But I'm excited to show you guys what it has to offer at this moment. So let's go. First one up, this is the Chevy Caprice. Here's the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. Under the hood, there's an animation on the front hood. If you want to go and pause your screen and look at this stuff, go ahead and do so. And onto the back of the vehicle, there's a trunk. It does have an animation, and the trunk capacity is 55. Inside of the vehicle, there's an animation on the door. Here's all the options that it has for you. We're going to go ahead and start with the horn. The horns are pretty much standard in this pack, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave those behind. Let's go and do the light bar. Here we go. Stage 1. Stage 2 and stage 3. And moving on to the headlights, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. And for the side, we're going to start with the yelp, the wail, and alarm. I think that's all pretty much standard, so we might have to leave that aside as well. And there's the Chevy Caprice. Let's move on to the next vehicle. Here we have the fire truck. Front view, back view, and side view for you guys. It's freaking huge. Accessing the hood is a little bit different with this vehicle. We're going to do it from the side here. Go ahead and hit the E button on the side there. And here are your options here. Go and pause the screen if you wish to look at this stuff. And just like a regular fire truck, there are 6 compartments on this vehicle. They each store a maximum capacity of 50, so you can get a ton in this beast. Moving on to the inside of the vehicle, there is a nice little animation on the door. Here are your options here. We're going to go ahead and start with the horn. That sounds like a fire truck, dude. I don't know what you think. And here we go with the light bar. Let's go ahead and start this up with stage 1. And stage 2. Moving on to stage 3. That's freaking nice, dude. And here are your headlights. Boom, 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 boom. Looks like a fire truck, dude. It's freaking sweet. And there's the Crown fire truck. Looks awesome. I love it. Let's move on to the next vehicle. Here we have the Crown Victoria, one of my favorite vehicles. Let's go ahead and start with the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. Moving on to the trunk has a nice little animation. The trunk capacity is 55. And under the hood, here are your options here. Go and pause the screen if you wish to do so. Take a look at this stuff. And here are your options here. Horn's pretty much standard. We're going to go ahead and start with the light bar. Here we go, stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. Freaking sweet, dude. And moving on to the headlights. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Love it. And there is the Ford Crown Vic. Moving on to the next vehicle. And here we have the Chevy G30. Here's the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. Moving on to the trunk, there's no capacity here, but it does have a nice little animation. Onto the front of the vehicle, there is a nice little animation on the hood, and here are all the options here available. Go ahead and pause the screen if you wish to do so. And there's a nice little side door over here if you want to get inside of the vehicle easily. And inside of the vehicle, there's a nice animation on the door here. And here are your options here. We're going to go ahead and start with the headlights. Boom, 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 boom. I love the detail on this thing. And there's the Chevy G30. Looks nice. I love it. Let's move on to the next vehicle. And next up, we have the K5 Blazer. Here's the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. Moving on to the trunk, there's a nice little animation there. Capacity of 85. And onto the front of the vehicle, here's under the hood. There's a nice animation there. And here is all the information you'd like. If you want to pause the screen, go ahead and do so. And inside of the vehicle, there's a nice little animation on the door there. And here are your options here. We're going to start with the light bar. Here we go, stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. Looks nice. I love it. And next up, horn's the same, so we're going to start with the headlights. Boom, 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 boom. And there's a Chevy K5 Blazer. Let's move on to the next vehicle, guys. Next up, we have the M1009, and we're going to start with the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. And under the trunk, there's a nice little animation there. The trunk capacity is 85. And under the hood, here's your information here. If you want to go and pause the screen, take a look at this stuff, go ahead and do so. And inside of the vehicle, here's your light bar. Let's go and check it out. Starting with stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. And there we have the M1009, one of my favorite vehicles out of this pack. Let's keep going. And here we have the Chevy SWAT P30. Here's the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. Onto the trunk, there's a nice little animation on the door. There is no capacity, as you see me just hop right in the freaking door there. And since there is no trunk on this vehicle, there's a nice little cabinet inside that holds a maximum of 100 capacity. It's freaking sweet, dude. Under the hood, there's a nice little animation on the hood there. If you want to go ahead and take a look at this stuff, go ahead and do so. And inside of the vehicle, also a nice little sliding door animation. That's cool. And here are your options here. We're going to go ahead and start with the light bar since the horn is pretty much standard. Here's stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. I love the detail on this, dude. It's freaking sick. And there's the Chevy P30, one of my other favorites. Looks freaking awesome. I love it. Moving on to the next vehicle. And I know I said that we're going to take a look at the next vehicle, but there is no other vehicle. There's going to be more in the future. As you can see here, here's everything included in this mod that I'm going to show you now. Looks freaking sick, and I love this mod already. There's tons more to come, I'm sure, and I can't wait to check those out as well. And I'm sure I'm going to come back to this mod later when there is more added, so definitely stay tuned to that. because I can't wait to see what else they have. But that's it for this video. If you like this video, go and dragon smash that like button and subscribe. Become one with us dragons. And I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye for now.